Annyeonghaseyo and Ohayo gozaimasu. Glad to see you back here at K-Drama Coffee Clatch, episode 3. I am excited because this is a place we talk about K-drama, C-drama, J-dramas, all the dramas. And right off the bat, I want to let you know that I am still traveling. And last week we had lagging and then it just cut off. So we have a little bit to make up for last week, and we're going to hope that we don't have any problems this week. We've got a lot to cover, and I'm going to talk really fast, but we're gonna try to get it through before anything might happen. I'm going to blame it on that it was Sci-Fi week, and it was just do 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 do. But we're hoping it doesn't. But I am going to be traveling again at a different location the next 3 weeks, and I know they will not have the power to stream. So we will not live stream the next 3 weeks. We're coming back strong though, November 11th. We're going to be talking about our first RomCom. I mean, we're not having any overview that I plan on, unless a little bit at the end, but we're going to really hit this one rom-com really hard, which is why I was going to tell you tonight we are going over 24 K-dramas. I'm just crazy. Anyway, 24 K-dramas. So it's really overview, and the details might not be hi, Kevin. The details might not all be there for you, or might be a little miscombobulated because it's an overview. But when we start doing one or two a week, then we get the details, we get the subplots, we get all the stuff. But tonight, fast and furious, and we're going to try to get through all these K-dramas. Anyway, let's see. I have tonight, my beverage of choice is milk. I had a little bagel before it came, so I had to have a little milk. Anyway, I hope anyone want to tell me what they're drinking? Yay! Oh, yes, we have some. It's an overview. We are going to do tonight, we're going to finish Sci-Fi. Then we're going to do some action, intrigue, mystery, and then hit the dramas. And really, folks, I'm going to look, I know I'm going to have a few little tears, but that's what makes a good drama that sticks with you, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's get on to our presentation. So first of all, if you're new here, this was the screen that we originally started with, and this is just, when you hear K-dramas, there are a lot of different types of K-drama. And we started with rom-coms, and we went and we've done, here, I'll show you what we've done, because it's all the X's. So we've done historical, rom-coms, The Ghost and the Scepter in the books were last week, the sci-fi supernatural. And tonight we're going to try to hit quite a few of these. So we're going to move forward. Okay. This is something I talked about last week. But I didn't have the screen for it. I had moved it, and I found it, and I brought it up here so we could see it. We talked about it already. My Demon is a rom-com that I enjoyed and my husband enjoyed. So just about anybody would like it that way, because he's not a big fan of the rom-com. So Song Kang and Kim Yoo-jung. Kim Yoo-jung was a child actress and became an adult actress. I think Love in the Moonlight was her first as an adult. And she nailed it. She's great in everything. Song Kang's great in everything. We'll talk about him later, maybe. But I just wanted to show you. I didn't have this last week, so I wanted to show you the picture. And now you'll maybe think, that's a good one. Maybe I should see that one. It's a popular one. Okay, so tonight we're going to start with one of a kinds, because I can only think of one cryogenic I'm going through real fast. Cryogenics, because this was part of the sci-fi, right? Cryogenics was Melting Me Softly. This has Ji Chang Wook. Now, remember that name tonight, Ji Chang Wook. He happens to be probably one of my favorites. It has been said about him that he can have chemistry with a rock. So he's kind of fun to watch. And in this one, this is a rom-com, but he's a producer at a news station, and he wants to make a documentary, and he says, hey, here's about this cryogenic thing. So the deal was they were supposed to be cryogenically frozen for 24 hours. Oh, well, that's not going to happen. So it's like, again, I'm not sure the details. So 20 years later, 25 years later, these two are kind of brought back, and I'm not going to, again, details, but they get brought back. And now, like, he had a girlfriend, and now she's 25 years older than him. You know, she's moved on type of thing, but she loves him. I mean, there's just, but the part that really makes it interesting is because they don't have the technology to bring them back correctly, they have to keep their body temperatures low, or the heart rate goes crazy and they die. So there's always a challenge of trying to stay cool. And when these two get together and they like each other, I'm just going to tell you, the shower scene is worth the price admission. So anyway, that's a good one. So that would be our Cryogenic. That is a science fiction rom-com. So it's a combination of two genres. Next one, okay, Emotions and Cells. Again, this kind of gives it away. I don't know if any of you have ever seen Yumi Cells. She has had 2 seasons, and I believe the 3rd season's coming in 2026. Yumi Cells, if you've ever seen, it reminds me of Inside Out. You see these little critters, these little people that are flying around her and him. They're emotions, and so she'll be doing something, and it'll switch over to show what their little emotions are doing, kind of like Inside Out. But these are really cute little things, and you even see his. And then there's like a portal. It's really I liked it. I liked it until she didn't make the choices I would that I would choose. And that doesn't mean anything's wrong with the premise or I'm a happy ending girl, and she's got 3 seasons, so you can't have, I guess, a happy ending and then continue. But for her, she was happy. I was not. So anyway, it's a really interesting concept, and it's really entertaining. So if you like that kind of thing. Now, I was going to tell you, she was also in The Goblin. She does mostly films, so she's not in a lot of series. But the young man that's a horrible picture. He was in Her Private Life and Edouard Klaus. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out. It's cute. It's entertaining. So the next one. Okay, what are we going to now? Okay, this is kind of where we left off. The characters that are in books, or the characters that are people that get sucked into books, basically. There's two different things we have already talked about. We talked about Extraordinary You, and sometimes it doesn't have the hyphen, sometimes it does. They're about the characters in a book, and the girl on the top left realizes, wait, it occurs to her that she is a character in a book, and then she can kind of live her life. it's a good one. It has 32 episodes, but don't let that freak you out because they're only 30 minutes long. So it's the same as a 16 episode, like what's hitting now. Okay. It goes really fast. It can get confusing every once in a while, but it's a cute little story. Anyway, it was very popular, and I don't have the date of when it came out. Oh, I want to say 2016, but I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Does it say here? No. Maybe 2020. I'm not sure. But it had Rowan in it. And I didn't even know it had him in it. And he was star last week. So. Okay, now, First Night with the Duke. This one just came out this year, 2025, on Netflix. Have you seen it? Anyone? It was kind of popular when it was out. This lady, this involves historical time travel entering into a book. This lady was a big fan of this book series, and she, I think the book series was ending. She was really bummed. She was like, just staying in a room. She was living a sad existence, really. And she's complaining that the story shouldn't end this way or shouldn't end. And, time travel, bam, now she's in the book. It's not even time travel, but she becomes a character in the book. Now, the thing is, unlike some of these things where people get sucked in, she knows everything about the books. She knows all the characters, what they like, what they don't like, what they do. She is like in her zone because she knows what's going on, right? So she gets a little tipsy her first night, and she doesn't stay in her lane. She's supposed to be just like a side character, second, third down the line, She's going to live her life and have a great time. But she gets tipsy, and she goes the distance with the male lead out of this book. Now, she's not supposed to be with the male lead, number one. And number two, in the book and back in the historical time, if you did that, then he felt like he needed to be responsible. That means they have to get married. Like she's going to be his, right? And that's not what the book was supposed to happen. So all the characters, everything just becomes chaos. And it's interesting. Oh yeah, it's a good one. I'm going to say it's a good one on all of them. Now, I will tell you, when I rewatch them, I will be a little bit more tell you if it's slow or if this could have been better or whatever. But as an overview, it was kind of a fun one to see and how it all resolves. I'm not going to tell you. I will tell you if we talk about it. But for the overviews, I got to leave you something to think about. Ooh, okay, got people coming, yay. So first we already talked about that. This is the one that I don't know if too many people have seen or know about. That's why I'm excited to talk about it just a little bit. It's W, sometimes it's WW, but it's W, Two Worlds Apart. Okay, this is hard to explain, but the young lady is, in real life, she is a cardiothoracic surgeon. Her father is an author of a webtoon, which is an online comic series type of thing. The male lead is the main character of this webtoon. And strange things start to happen. In the webtoon, his whole family was, he's a CEO, he's rich. I thought this was an interesting thing. He has an Olympic gold medal in shooting, but he's going to be good with a gun, right? So I guess they had to have some kind of backstory for that. But his whole family gets murdered and he's framed, okay? And he's proven innocent or whatever. And so his story is he's trying to find the real murderer. Vengeance, he's gonna get the murderer. Okay, and all of a sudden in the book, he gets killed peeled off. And I can't even remember like details if they're saying it's before he was found innocent or if he was found innocent. I think it's just that he never finds the murder and he gets killed or something. And everybody's like, what? And it was real sudden. Like, this can't be happening. Her father, the author, has disappeared. You know, is he in hiding? Where is he? We don't know. She goes to the office to find him and looks, and the computer is writing the story now by itself. There's like things happening. She's like, what? And the next thing you know, she's sucked in the monitor. Okay, so I'm looking at 3 monitors here right now. Hopefully I won't get sucked into a book, but she gets sucked into this webtoon. And right at the moment where he is dying, he's been shot or stabbed or whatever, she arrives right there, and she's, cardiothoracic surgeon, so she saves him. So now the book is continuing, and it's interesting. There's back and forth. There's good guys, bad guys. It's an interesting one because you got characters in the book, which is a webtoon, but you got people that are going in, and then he comes out. It keeps you on your toes. There's a lot going on in that one, but I wanted to do that one. Let's see if I can tell you anything about. I wrote all the. I'm just trying to do it so fast. Oh, okay. Lee Jong-suk. He was in While You Were Sleeping, and the While You Were Sleeping K-drama is nothing like our American movie. So if you ever see While You Were Sleeping and think you're going to watch, someone have amnesia and stuff like that, it's not. It's a good one. Anyway, it's an interesting one. So he was in that. Maybe one of these days we'll talk about that, because I don't know how many people have seen it. It's got Jung Hae in it too. Jung Hae. I like him. He was in Love Next Door. Like him. Okay, and she does mostly films. Okay, so now we're done. We're done. That was last week. Yay. Okay, now we are going to head on to tonight's action, intrigue, and mystery. Okay, I thought sometimes I do ones that are in the past, even 2009, 13, whatever. But this one that we're going to talk about, one of the things for intrigue and action is a damsel in distress. So this one that I chose, which just came out in 2024, and it was really popular. It was on Netflix. I'm sure it still is. Anyone seen this one? It's interesting. And I don't want to give all the stuff away on it because there's some twists. But the overview would be the gentleman is the president's spokesperson. He's married for 3 years to, of course, his wife, this young lady, and she is a mute. Now, what they don't know is selective. But it happens fairly early on that you realize she's a selective mute, meaning she can talk when she wants to, type of thing. But nobody else in the story knows. Okay, so she's really trying to get out of this marriage. And then it turns out there is a nefarious unknown person that's trying to get to them. But there's a major, major twist in their story that kind of turns everything around, and I was happy to see that for them. That's all I'm gonna say. But it was a good one. Now I got a little tea. Gonna spill a little tea. Okay, Yoon Suk. I'm not sure. He has been acting for years and years. He's tremendous. He is great. Mr. Sunshine, Mr. Romantic, Hospital Playlist, Tastefully Yours, and all, and just on and on. He's a well-known actor. In June or this year, got slapped with a $4.8 million tax bill because his like CPA disagreed with the government on how they, interpret their tax laws. And then in June, he announced like he was going to retire, and I'm like, what? Because he's been hitting it really big lately, and then I think they backtracked. He said he wanted one day he was going to retire and become a farmer. And I just checked on it again. I just did a little to see what's up with that. And they've kind of backtracked and said he didn't necessarily say he's retiring. It's like he's going, when he retires, this is what he's going to do. So he was supposed to have something come out this fall, and it's been pushed back to 2026. So I think they're just trying to let things cool down a little bit. Anyway, that's the tea. She is in, I'm Not a Robot. That's a good one. It's a rom-com. It's good. I'm Not a Robot. That's what she's in. And she's also in Strongest Delivery Man. Ooh, yep. So that would be someone, a damsel in distress and being saved by the husband, and yay. All right, next one. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm going to have 2 or 3 on these. Explosions, guns, fights, chases, all these situations. Okay. The K2. Look who it is. It's Ji Chang-wook. Oh, and I didn't mean it to be this way, but it's going to be this way, folks. It's Ji Chang-wook night. Whether we know it or not, it is. Okay, so K2. Now let's see. It was 2016. So it is one of those that there's very few good people in it. Yes. K-drama and a K-drama. They are. Okay, but this K2. Okay. His backstory is he was a soldier like in the Middle East, and his girlfriend, wannabe wife, was going to be wife. He was going to rescue her out, take her away from all that. Someone needed a translator, and he says, she can translate. Well, she translated, and of course what she translated was not legal. So they killed her. Yeah. And then they framed him. And all sorts of stuff, right? He knows who did it because he was there. And so he's going to get his vengeance on that person. And in all of this, he's doing, I don't know, he's specially trained. He's got lots of skills. And now I'm going to fast forward to the young lady, the very first one, Im Yuna. She is a love child. Yeah. And her mom was an actress. The father is the gentleman there next to Ji Chang-wook. And he's going to run for president someday. And no one's going to know that he's got this love child. So ever since she was little, they killed the mother. And they hid her off in a convent in Spain. And now at this age, as you can see, she escapes. And so we've got people trying to get her. And then it kind of like K2 is Ji Chang-wook. And I don't understand why they call it the K2, because that's his call name. That's not the agency name, but he works for this agency. Anyway, it's all mucked up. He tries, something's going on. He almost kills the woman on the far right, and then she's impressed with his skills, so she hires him as a bodyguard. And then he ends up having to be the bodyguard, basically watching over the girl. Anyway, so, there's going to be a little romance there. That's kind of nice. And the ending, I will, first of all, tell you, the first uh, 3 or 4, I don't know, episodes. There's a lot of backstory. There's a lot of learning the characters. It's a little like, ugh. But once it starts going, it gets going. So just hang in there. It'll get. I think you'll like it if you like. Oh, he's got PTSD. He can't kill anybody, but yet he's his bodyguard with everybody trying to kill him. I will just tell you, this man can do wonders with an umbrella. He's not going to kill you, but you're going to feel it. So that's K2. That's I could tell you all about these actors, but we've got so much to go. I'm not going to. Descendants of the Sun. Oh, okay. I believe my husband saw this one and liked it too, because these two characters do have a romance, but it's there and it's but there's so much action in it, soldier action and earthquakes and viruses and all that stuff and humor, and that it doesn't become like just a rom-com type of thing. So my husband actually liked this one too. I had to remind him of that, but he does. The little tea about this little couple is they actually got married after they did this together, and it only lasted a year and a half. But you know what you see when you see the sparks flying on the screen, it's real sparks. So they had a spark, but not anymore. No, he's married and got 2 kids with someone else. So he's moved on, but he's in Vincenzo. Oh, that's a good one. Vincenzo. He's in Queen of Tears. Yeah, that's a pretty heavy hitting one. She, we're going to talk about her, but she was in Encounter with Park Bo Gum, which was interesting. But she's also in The Glory. We're going to talk about that one. So she's very very good actress. But they ended up going. She works in a hospital, volunteering. They're going over to wherever, somewhere in the Middle East, and helping out there. And that's when the earthquakes and the viruses and injuries and all that happen. And, oh, I love you. Oh, no, I can't love you because you could die. Because he's in special forces. He can't talk about what he does. He could leave one day and never come back, type of thing. So struggle. Anyway, it's a good one. But it's got a lot of, and the action in it is fun. Some of it's fun. Fight scenes, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, but I really like, it's kind of like sarcastic humor type of thing. Dry humor. It's fun. Okay. So action, intrigue, revenge. Oh, now I'm not a revengeful person. I'm not a person. I heard this one was so good, and I'm like, I don't know if I can watch a thing that's solely based on revenge, but I did, and I loved it. The Glory. Okay, and I kind of have the names in yellow. Let's say they're the good guys. And the name in the black is the most evil character I have ever seen in a K-drama. A woman. I believe she's the one in the bottom in the middle, which would make sense, right? Oh my gosh. She is evil incarnate. And again, Song, you remember the girl? Here we go. Oh, the girl, the surgeon, the doctor, is now the lady here, the second. All right, there. I don't know if you can see her, but that's her. She's on the top row, second one. It's her story. When she was in high school, this group on the bottom, they didn't bully her. They did bully her, but they abused her. She has scars all over her body, literal scars from a curling iron all over her body. Ugh. And I mean, they were just, horrible, horrible to her. And then I thought, okay, this isn't a normal bullying situation. This is way beyond. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. You know, because you hear revenge and you just think, but yeah. Now, and there's ways of getting revenge that don't include killing people, which once I realized that was going on, that made me feel a little better. Not that everybody comes out unscathed, but it's not necessarily by her hand. So the gentleman next to her on the top left is Lee Dong-hyun, and he is a plastic surgeon that helps her. He's known her since college or whatever and kind of likes her, and he's going to help her. And then the lady next to her is Yum Hyun Ron, and she actually just won Best Supporting Actress in When Life Gives You Tangerines. So, they're all amazing actors and actresses. He's been in a ton of things. Hotel de Luna, love that. So it's a good one. I mean, yeah, and I kept thinking, surely this lady is at some point going to feel sorry or have some kind of, no. So anyway, The Glory, good one. Okay. Okay. Now, this is before I knew it was going to be Ji Chang-wook. But which series did he make parkour cool? And if you don't know, it's Healer. Oh my goodness. Healer was the first, I think it was the first K-drama that my husband watched, and he loved it. Yes. And there's just a little bit of romance. I mean, there's got to be a girl, there's like the damsel in distress type of thing that he's helping. But it's more about him and his team. And he is they call him a night courier. And he really is a loner. And what he wants to do is save a bunch of money and buy an island and live by himself. So he's not out making friends and having a regular life. He does these odd jobs in the evening, and excuse me, they're dangerous. And sometimes, I think, I don't think he does illegal things on, knowingly, but sometimes what he might be doing might, I have to remember that or not. But he's a good guy, and he's got a lady, they're high tech. They've got all the gadgets, all the gizmos, and they're always connected. So he can say, okay, what's whatever. And she's, in the, wherever all the computers and everything are, and she's typing away. So that's a really cool thing. And then there's another girl that helps, but it's a lot of action. And what happens is there's three of them. There's him. I think this is the one. Let me make sure. Yes. Him and the girl that brings the romance a little bit. She is a reporter. And then there's a journalist that they are investigating something that happened back in 1992, a pro-democracy, a group of 5 people. There's a big mystery, and they're trying to figure out. And, of course, when they start looking at things, people don't like it. So they start going after him, and then Healer comes in. So let me see what I have and everything. Yeah, husband approved. Action and Intrigue. That's true. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it was in 2014 to 2015. So it's been out for a while, but if you've seen it, people will tell you that, it's a good one. So that's Healer. Okay. Okay, I'm getting my Kleenex ready. I'm talking really fast and giving you. I have so much information I'm not telling you just because there's so much. Okay, so let's get to dramas. I'm telling you, I cried many times putting this section together. So I'm really, really going to try to hold it together. Okay, slice of life. Family and friends. There are a few of these dramas, but I think one of the most popular is Reply 1988. See, I'm going to cry. Okay. It's basically, there's different families, but basically there were 5 kids. And it's about them growing up in high school and becoming adults and whatever. But it's told in flashback where they show, I think, 4 of them, maybe more, but I know mainly these 2 characters, this married couple, are talking, and they're talking about these things that happen, and then like a girl, the sister will come in and they'll start talking and about things. So it's like they're remembering what happened 1988, and you don't know who this married couple is. Well, you know the girl, but you don't know the guy. I'm sure you know the girl, right? You have to know the girl. Because really, there's only one girl and 4 guys in this group. Now, she has a sister, like I said, and she comes in and she ends up marrying one of the guys in the group. But you've got, okay, so these are all big actors and actresses now. This was made, there was 20 episodes in 2015. The 2016 is when it came out. Go Kyung-po, he's been in My Roommate is a Gummyo, Frankly Speaking, Strongest Delivery Man. What was it? Let me think. Park Bo Gum is in it. He was I'm not sure how you say this, Baduk. It's that game that's played in mostly Asia, I guess. And he was like a really good internet, won all sorts of international tournaments or whatever. And he didn't have much of a childhood because he had to quit school to become this famous, player. And so these friends are really important to him because he doesn't have any life outside of playing this game. Then we have, what did he do? Oh, I know, the Go Kyung Po. He's like the class president. He's really smart. He's going to go, becomes a doctor. And he's the one that marries the girl's sister. That's no surprise. Then there is I don't know, Ryu Jun Yul. I'm not sure how to say his name. He does a lot of films. This was really a big thing for him. He does a lot of films. He's the one that makes me cry. My goodness. He makes me cry. Oh, anyway. He ends up in the Air Force and is a pilot. And I missed that when I first watched it. But I can't tell you why I get teary-eyed over him, but anyway, it's interesting the way they have it set up with the adults, and you don't find out until, it's almost over, I think, is when you figure out who the 2 are that got married, because they're different actresses. So you can't say, it's not like they just made him look older, they have different actor and actress uh, playing the characters than the ones that we're seeing. So you don't know until it all falls to pieces in pieces at the end, and then anyway, Reply 1988. I know. I saw Blunder Moon was there. I know this was one of your favorites, wasn't it? Didn't you tell me, Blunder Moon? Are you there still? Didn't you tell me? I think you're the one who told me, oh, you need to see that. And then I couldn't, for a week, I was weepy. Anyway, okay, next. That's a good one. Okay, physical or mental illness. There's a lot of these. A lot. And I'm going to tell you, the Korean series makers, I think they do an exceptional job of being real with these mental illnesses, and I mean, they're real. Sometimes it's tough. It's really tough to watch, but they don't sugarcoat. And I think they do a really good. I'm a psychology major. I think they do a really good job of handling physical or handling mental illness. But first of all, physical illness. Mr. Plankton, from the get-go, he has a terminal brain tumor. He's dying. Oh, oh my gosh. And his backstory is he was a product of an artificial insemination mistake. Yes, you did tell me to watch it. I thought you did. Okay. So he's trying to find his bio parents. I mean, he has had no one. He's had a sad life, and now he's going to die. Oh my gosh. And so the man on the left is his buddy. The girl in the middle, she is engaged to a chaebol, like a well-established 500-year family, and they only have one son, right? And so all of their future is weighed on this one son to have children, right? And supposed, hopefully boys, right? They're engaged. She finds out she's gone into menopause at 20 something. She's not going to have babies. Golly, I mean, just kill me. All these backstories and everything. Anyway, she goes with him on this journey of trying to find his bios, and it's very sad. I've seen it where it said it was a rom-com. It is not a rom-com. What? It says it's a dark comedy. Okay, and I will have to watch it again if I can pull myself together to watch it, because I felt, when I think about it, my feelings are all sad, and it's bittersweet, and I'm trying to think what was funny. I mean, maybe there was something funny at the very beginning, but it's again, he dies, and how, I don't get it. Anyway, let me tell you, he has been, Mr. Plankton, Woo Do Hwan, is the king, eternal monarch, the bodyguard of the king in King Eternal Monarch. And let me tell you, so glad he survived. Because he is good in the King Eternal Monarch as the bodyguard. So I think he's like, I don't know if he's the guard, in charge of the guard or anything, but he's good. The young ladies in Squid Game. I've got a confession. I've never watched it. I watched one episode the first year. And I'm like, wait, they went back, and they went back. I can't feel sorry for them anymore. Anyway, I know it's supposed to be fabulous. My family in Korea enjoy watching it, so good for them. But I'll have to. There's so many things to see, and I just haven't seen Squid Games. If you all think I really need to watch Squid Games, let me know because I don't know. I tried it and I thought, what? I felt sorry for him the first time, and then they get to leave, and then they come back. What? Anyway, and let's see, what do I have? Oh, because this is my first life. Kim, the gentleman Kim Min Suk, he is in Descendants of the Sun. How about that? And Love Struck in the City. That's an interesting one, but it's not what we're talking about tonight. And because this is my first life, that was a weird one. Okay, so anyway, Mr. Plankton, make sure you have your Kleenex. Gosh, just thinking about it, I'm going to start crying again. Anyway, oh my gosh. And I had to put this one in here. I just had to throw it in here. It's not mental, it's not physical, it's physical illness type thing. I don't want to, but there's no romance in it. There's a bromance, I would say. It's not even a bromance. It's a relationship between this older gentleman and Song King. And remember, Song King was my demon. So here he is. He's a ballet dancer. Totally different characters, right? Right? He's also in Nevertheless, which is a really, really spicy one. So spicy that 2 of the episodes are banned. But there's one that's there that's like for Korean. That's amazing. But it is... I'm not going to really tell you about it, except you need to see it. This older gentleman has always wanted to do ballet, or he sees him dancing. He's like, I got. Isn't it great? Did you like it? Did you like it? I don't know. Is it Meso Siam? Did you like it? Oh, God, I cried. Did you cry? Oh, my gosh. Should I tell him? Should I tell him? I don't think I should tell him, right? I shouldn't tell him. Anyway, just please, if you have some time. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell him. But if you have some time and some Kleenex, make sure that you check this one out. It's a good one, I think. I'm glad you thought it was good too, because, who would think that? Okay, now full on mental illness. It's okay. That's love. Look how cute this is. Doesn't it look? Everybody's smiling. They're in a little red, it just says, oh, this is so cute. It's so, well, this is one that she is in her fellowship to become a psychiatrist. And he has a radio show, and he's an author. And they meet on some program when they're like an Oprah type of thing, and they're about... Anyway, so they kind of... Well, it ends up living in the house where she lives. So we know this is going to be a hate to love type of thing, right? But she has a thing against love, romance, all that stuff. She don't have anything to do with it. This is like her big thing. Nope, not going to do it, okay? He has OCD. And he figured, I think she kind of opens up to him about her deal. So he tries to heal her, He's gonna woo her, and he likes her, and he's gonna woo her, and he's gonna heal her, and he does a pretty good job. Let's just say that. And then it all hits. The big twist, the big surprise. And they play it up really well. Um, I he does go to. I'll just tell you, he goes to a mental institution, and I think they really, really uh, are honest. They are. They really show the struggle. Not only he has, but the family friends have, the doctors have with his diagnosis, and they really. I mean, they did a good job of handling it. I don't know if I can tell you, because it might ruin, some of these things. Again, it's an overview just to know that this has mental illness involved in it. Uh, and they do a really stellar job of portraying that mental illness that he has. So, okay, let's see. What can I tell you about them? Oh, okay. The gentleman has over 35 awards in his acting. Uh, I mean, so he is well decorated actor. 35, I counted them. 35 awards. She is in Master's Son. Master's Son. I like that too. That was she sees ghost. That's a good one. And they don't make her look attractive at all in that in Master's Son. So it's kind of nice to see that in this one. At least they let her look good. Anyway, huge twist. Very realistic mental illness. There we go. And then this one, I think most people have seen or have heard of. It's okay not to be okay. It's I think I had a hard time watching the first 3 or 4, maybe, because it's been a while since I watched it. Because it's so dark. It's very dark. At least at the beginning. Again, beginnings are always about meeting the characters and seeing, the worst and all that stuff. So it's interesting. It's described as they call it a romance something drama. I think black comedy. Again, I didn't see anything funny about this one. Okay, but we got to give some kudos here. The gentleman on the far left, Oh Jung Se, or Say, I think Oh Jung Se. Say. He is autistic. He does a fabulous job being an adult autistic person. And he won Best Supporting Character or Actor for his portrayal in this. Of course, let me tell you, this one, because I wrote, okay, she got, where are they? They got all sorts of awards. Best Supporting Actor, I know that. It was the grand prize for and Best Artist. So he got that. Kim So Hyun got Best Artist. She got it was also it got Art of the Year and Creative of the Year. It got a lot of buzz and it got a lot of awards. Kim So Hyun, the third one. Okay, so it's a story about the young lady, the second one, and the third, the two people in the middle. The girl on the right is a nurse that has a crush on him. I didn't see that being a big part of the story. Don't know why she's up there, but she was in it. The gentleman on the left is the older brother of the menace sinner. He is the sole caretaker of him since he was little. The autistic man saw his mother be murdered when he was little, And so he has trauma from that. He's afraid of butterflies, and that's all part of the mystery that unravels mystery and intrigue and drama and all that stuff. So um, they have to move around a lot because his brother has a hard time someplace, and the gentleman, the brother works at mental institutions from one place to another. I guess he has his niche. And the lady is an antisocial children's author, and the books she writes are dark, kind of creepy, but they like them. So they have history from when they were children, the two in the middle. And so she pursues him. She sees that he's there, pursues him. And it's supposed to be one of those things that they heal each other because they both have major trauma, hard lives. And the three of them together heal each other. She's really good with the autistic brother. She treats him like an adult, and he likes that. I mean, it's basically about them healing, overcoming some of these things. But it can be dark, especially they have a lot of baggage that, of course, it's a tough one. But it was award winning, and the tea on Kim So Hyun breaks my heart. He's involved in a big scandal. And since nothing's been proven or whatever right now, we're not going to talk about it, the scandal itself, except that we may never see him in anything again. So I hope that's not true because he does a great job. I'm just hoping it was all fake news, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Anyway, 16 episodes. It's kind of dark. But it's realistic. Like I said, they know how to do present mental illness, and it just makes it really tough to watch. But it's drama. That's what it's about, right? I'm so glad I didn't cry. That's all I have to say. Okay, overcome and survive. The Good Bad Mother. Oh gosh, this one came out in 2023, so it's not that old. Gosh, it just seems like yesterday that I saw it. Here it is again, Lee Do-hyun. So maybe it's his night. Because here he is. And he's the guy that was the helper in The Glory, right? Oh, he's so good. And something else. Oh, he was in Death's Game also. Something else. The mother, Ra Mi-ran, this is kind of fun. She was in Reply 1988 as one of the parents. So here she is again. And she's been in lots of films. She started in 2005. So she's been around 20 years. So she's pretty good. She knows what she's doing. Okay. This one. She's a single mom, pig farmer. She wanted more for her child, of course. So she really went overboard, let's say. And he really didn't have a childhood. Pretty sad. But he becomes really successful, becomes this prosecutor, and you don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. You don't know. And then he is in an accident. And he basically can't talk. He is bedridden, can't walk, he can't feed himself. He doesn't have any memories except from his young childhood. And he's dependent on his mother to take care of him and to help him come back to being and no one thought this was really going to happen, all right? And it's tough. It's tough because of some of his behaviors was because he remembers as a child the memory that he wasn't supposed to eat something or whatever. She's trying to get him to eat and he won't eat because it's like, you can't eat that much because you've got to study or whatever it was. So he remembers that and he's holding on to those. And, there's a whole lot of things that go along. And then one day she just pushes his wheelchair into a pond. Uh, Snap out of it. that, that'll get you going. Yeah. So, anyway, it's a good, bad mother. And I don't want to tell you how it all ends or anything, but um, there, there's a lot of understanding that goes through, there's a lot of things that it's a good drama. And, there's a lot of things that happen. It's not just his recovery. It's not after he does recover. I'll just let you know he recovers, and then there's a whole slew of things. Remember, because he had an accident, so there's a whole slew of things, good guys, bad guys, that happen, and but the good bad mother is about overcoming because he had to really start from scratch. Just to, I mean, really to survive. It's amazing he's even alive. So that's a good one. Oh, abuse. There are a lot of abuse stories in K dramas, especially, I mean, the drama line. I mean, a lot. And this one, you think Castaway Diva. That doesn't sound like an abuse thing. It sounds like, it sounds kind of fun, doesn't it? Oh, look how fun this all is. We've got fireworks, we've got smiles. Okay. Oh my gosh. The beginning of this is these are two brothers and their friend, or actually one of the brothers and her are friends from school. And then it's the other brother. I think the other brother lived with the mom. I think that's what it was. Anyway, both of these two were severely abused as children. I mean, she's beaten and she goes to the police, and the police, it's dad, just me, like just blow it all off. And it's over and over again, and there's no escape. And he has the same issue. I mean, they are abused children, and she's got talent. She can sing, and she wins a contest and is supposed to go to Seoul, because she's won this singing contest. And they decide that that they're going to escape together. And they make a plan. They get on a boat. Her father catches wind, goes down the boat, gets the boy, beats him to a pulp outside of the boat on the ground. No one steps in. This man is beating a kid to, no one steps in. Anyway, he gets on the boat. Things happen. He falls off the boat. She falls off the boat. He's found dead. She's never found. Come to find out, she's 15 years later, they find her on an uninhabited island. That's why she's Castaway Diva. And there's a whole lot to it. It's not romance forward. There is at all. It's about her overcoming. She's too old to be an idol. One of these things, you missed your window. But she works. She works. She doesn't give up. The brothers, there's a whole amnesia thing going on with them. So they have to, it all stems from the abuse. So they have to overcome the abuse, and then her being on herself on an island for 15 years. And anyway, so you wouldn't think with a catchy name like Castaway Diva that it would be about an abuse story, but it is. And but it's not a romance really. It's about her coming back, overcoming. All right. Scandals, tragedies. Okay. Welcome to Samdalri. Look who's here. It's Ji Chang Wook. There he is again. Oh my goodness. But Lee Do Hyung has been here tonight too. But Ji Chang Wook and Shin Hyun Hai Soon. Let's see. Let me see what I can tell you about them. Oh, I didn't even look. Oh. Let me go back. This young lady, Park Yoon Bin, or Bean. Did she look familiar to you? She was Extraordinary Attorney Woo. And she can sing. I meant to tell you, she actually sings in this K drama also. But she got the grand prize winner for extraordinary, I should say, Extraordinary Attorney Woo. So she was a child actress and became an adult actress. But anyway, oh my gosh. Yeah, I forgot. So when I came over here, and then here we go. I lost her. Oh, this young lady has been in Mr. Queen. Oh, so funny, Mr. Queen. See You in My 19th Life and Legend of the Blue Sea. I haven't seen Legend of the Blue Sea, but I really want to. It's on my list. I have like a list of 90 something I want to see. And it keeps getting longer. So in the future, I'm going to ask for recommendations on some dramas. I'll probably put up 6 or so, like on the Facebook group, and then, or which ones of these, or can you tell me some, because I can't decide which direction to go. Okay, so this one, Welcome to Samdalri. Okay, it's Jeju Island. They are boyfriend, girlfriend, high school type of thing. And all she wants to do is get off this island. She wants to go to the big city of Seoul and, hit it big time. His mother was where is it? Oh, Henyo? The ladies who put on, what are they called? Wetsuits type thing and snorkels basically, and dive down and get mollusks and seaweed and all sorts of urchins and everything. So they dive, I guess free diving or whatever, and his mother died. She was one of them, and she died because the weather forecast was wrong, and she drowned. And so he wants to be and becomes the weather person for that area. And so he does not want to leave the island because he feels a responsibility to protect these women that go out into the sea every day. And so he does not want to leave. And that's all she wants to do. Break up. There's that. She becomes a famous photographer. Scandal. Okay. Scandal. So she comes running back home because of the scandal. And they kind of meet back up together, and it's a rom-com. So what we can say, but she had a scandal that she had to turn tail and go home on. So I know there's better ones, but that's one that just came to me when I thought of a scandal tragedy. The tragedy for him is his mother dying, and her scandal, of course, from Seoul. Anyway, and it's Ji Chang Wook. So, okay. So a lot, most, some. What are you gonna say? Dramas. The ones that have the real life endings. They're sometimes tragic, sometimes bittersweet, sometimes uplifting. and sometimes it just varies from week to week. I hope you know what this one is. Oh, and life gives you tangerines. This is 2025. I actually finished watching this when I was in Japan with my daughter-in-law. If she's listening, I'm thinking of you. We cried every single episode we cried. But there was always something sweet that didn't get us totally down. Like we could continue watching. Where sometimes when they're just so heavy. So I think they did a really, really good job of balancing the love story that goes throughout the whole thing and real life stuff that happens. And I'm pretty sure everybody knows this one, I'm guessing. But it follows the life of one lady from the time she's a little girl and her mother. And her mother, the actress who played her mother, actually won Best Supporting Actress for this. And then the girl is IU, and she won Best Actress for this. I mean, they brought home all the awards, didn't they? Yeah, she best supported, best screenplay, grand prize, creative. What's this say? Oh, best. Sorry, most outstanding Korean drama. How about that one? IU got best actress, and it was best drama. I mean, they got all sorts of awards for this. IU plays her when she's a young girl, high school, newly married, mother with young kids. And then another actress takes over her part. And then when that actress has her daughter growing up, IU comes back and plays the daughter. That's why and so then it carries on with her, and but all it is, it's a true life story of family, friends, but it's focused on this one lady and her never giving up. I don't want to give away the very, very ending, but she never gives up. And her husband stands by her all the time. He does whatever needs to be done. He's like the quiet redwood or whatever we want to say next to her. Their love is so strong. It's not overt in front of you, but it's there. It's one you'll cry and you'll smile and you'll cry and you smile. Anyway, I made it through dramas and I hardly cried. I'm so proud of myself because I had so much to tell you too. Okay, but I want to throw a couple little things. Three different things. Comedy, music forward, and musical. And so if we're going to start with the comedy, I can only think of one. I don't know. It's just flat out comedy, not a rom-com, but just a comedy. Gauss Electronics. I was starting laughing. I actually watched this over the summer, saw some of this summer. And I remember the first few ones, I was like, what? And then it's like The Office, except it's not, because all these people are sweet. They're funny. You know how The Office can be a little snarky and they break the fourth wall? They do not break the fourth wall. But they all have little quirks and thing, but it's a sweeter Office, okay? It's a sweeter Office. Office romance happens. It's not a rom-com though, but in Office, I would say it's not a rom-com. Office romance does happen. But I want you to look at the guy who is, okay, first of all, we'll get back to Kwak Dong Young, who is the guy in the middle on the bottom. He's the main character. Anyway, the one sitting to when we're looking at it to his left, who's got a unicorn or a horse? Okay. Okay. His hair is a character all by itself. I just got to show you this. Okay. He shows up to work. He's a chable. Okay. He is, no one knows. No one knows. And he's kind of infiltrated, right? He's, and he's so sheltered and everything. He doesn't really know. He's a sweet character. But that hair, and I thought surely he's going to come into the office and people are going to be going, so, you know, like, but they never do. His hair stays that way the whole time. Like it's a style. Anyway, it cracks me up. His hair to me was another character in this. Okay, but let's go back. I want to go back. Take a look at the guy in the middle on the bottom. That's Kwak. I hate that. Kwak Dong Jeon. Okay. I'm going to fast forward to when he was in Love in the Moonlight. That's him. He was Park Bo-gum's, when he was the crown prince. He was basically his bodyguard, his best friend. They grew up together. He's ninja. I mean, he wears black. He's the bodyguard. He doesn't dress like the other guards or anything because why would we? Yes, right? Okay. I mean, he, again, so handsome, so cute. Historical thing. But now, this is what. Oh my gosh. It's the same person. And so a little hairstyle and a goofy smile, and all of a sudden this guy is now a comedian. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyway, he is, but he's real sweet. His character's real sweet. Like I said, Gauss Electronic, I found myself literally laughing out loud. I mean, I'm watching it just laughing out loud. If you need a good laugh, and this is Gauss Electronics is, again, you kind of have to get to know the characters. Always, you got to have your first few but once you start knowing the characters and how everything works, then it just gets funnier and funnier and funnier. Anyway, but yeah. It's him. Okay, music forward. This just means that the music is central to the plot. Okay, it's the story. That you have to have music to move the story. It's integral, right? So, Twinkling Watermelon. This is let's see. When was this one made? This one was, oh, by the way, Gauss Electronics is 2022, if you want to look at that one up. Well, I just might have to keep that one special mention of him when he was Love in the Moonlight. Might have to print that one up and look at him every once in a while. Anyway, Twinkling Watermelon. Okay, what's interesting is it was made in 2023. Okay, the group is called Watermelon Sugar. So I had to look to see when Harry Styles did Watermelon Sugar, and he did Watermelon Sugar in 2019. So I don't know if this was a tip of the hat to Harry Styles that they had a band named Watermelon Sugar. So that's the name. But this one, I don't know if y'all know what a CODA is, Child of Deaf Adults. Okay, so it's about this gentleman who is the CODA Rayun, and he loves music, and he's like a savant on the guitar. He's unbelievable on the guitar. But he's got all the responsibilities of communicating with all the vendors and everything for his parents, both who are deaf. And all the responsibility for the family is on this kid's shoulders from the time he's 6 or 7 years old. He's excels at school because he's got to be like the brightest. He's got to be better because they expect his future to be like great so that he can like help them, I guess, support them. They just know he's capable and everything, but he likes music and he hides it. And then he gets caught by his dad, and his dad is not happy about it. And they have a argument, and words are said or signed. Also, it's very interesting. A lot of sign language um, in this movie or series. A lot of sign language, and a lot of it is the same as American Sign Language. So I like, oh, I know what they're saying there. Um, so that was interesting. I mean, the very beginning, especially, a lot of sign language because it's his family and that's how they communicate. Um, anyway, he has a time travel. He goes to the music store and time travels to the time his mom and dad are in high school. Because when he's arguing with his father basically lets him know that he used to be in a band. And he was like, what? Because he assumed his dad had been deaf his entire life, but he hadn't. So his dad at one time was hearing and was in a band. And so he goes back to find out what's going on and tries to save him for his future and all that stuff. It's a very sweet story. There's another person that time travels. There's a lot of stuff, but this band and the playing the music and the singing and all that stuff is real important to the story. So that's what I meant by music forward. Castaway Diva is another good one that has a lot of music in it. Like I said, she really sings. It's really good. But Twinkling Watermelon, it's a good one. Time travel. So we could have done it last week, but I wanted to do because it's music. Okay, here's my last one, right? This is my last one for the night. Yay! And look who it is. It's Ji Chang Wook again. Oh my Lanta. Okay, so it's a musical. I think this was his first gig after he came back from the military. He did military and he came back and he did this. And there's only 4 episodes. There is controversy. In fact, I just saw a little blurb on it. But I'm like, no. No. Okay. So, such a good one. They have it's great music, I think. There's a couple songs that just like it just sticks with you. It's really good. They have musical productions where there's dancing and it's highly produced. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Um, it's and then there's also there's like sad things that are happening. Anyway, he is living at this abandoned amusement park and is like a magician type of thing. And what he is doing is he's helping these 2 young people overcome some struggles they're having. Let's say the young girl is basically raising her sister by herself. Mom's gone. I think she died. Probably, right? Dad is nowhere to be seen. He gambles or whatever. He takes her money and runs and leaves and comes back and takes money and leaves. It's very sad. And she's trying just to raise her sister. She has a part-time job trying to make money so they can eat type of thing. And she's trying to go to school. And it's a really hard existence. And he knows it. So he's trying to help her have hope, basically. The young man is, his parents are both successful, like doctors, or dad's a doctor, and they're all like, ritzy type of thing. We care about what everybody thinks about us type of thing. And you're going to be a doctor. And so he's got all the pressure on him to be number 1 at school and to go ahead and be a doctor and all this stuff. And he's basically kind of having a nervous breakdown, but people don't see it really. I mean, he's scratching himself and just whatever. But he sees it somehow. He knows. and he's trying to tell that guy, hey, there's other things you can do, you know. Um, what the controversy is, some people saw this as they wanted it to be a love story, but it was inappropriate because he's much older. He's an adult man, and this is a girl in high school, and they were trying to, I think, project their whatever onto this thing. But if you watch the whole thing, it all is like really is clear. It might be, you're like, what's going on as you're watching it, and then oh my gosh, it hits, and then you realize that he's just trying to save them, and so shame on the people who try to make it into something, not appropriate. Um, he's just a sweet, kind person who's trying to help people. Anyway, so that's him. Let's see, what do I have? Who did I want to tell you about? Oh, okay, Huang In-hyu. He is something. What is he in? I think he's in. Is he in Gangnam Beauty? I have to. Oh, here, I can look it up. I have my handy dandy spreadsheet open. Let me see if I can find him real quick on my spreadsheet. How come it's not doing my control find? Here we go. Okay. Oh, My Lovely Liar. He's in My Lovely Liar. Nope, wrong person. Let me keep going. I've got 5 of them. I just put in Wong. Nope. Minya. Nope. Oh, what's he in? I'll have to figure it out. I'll let you know. But he's good. And he sings. He doesn't sing in what other things he has. I know I wrote it down somewhere, but I can't find it right now. But they all sing. They all do a great job. Fabulous singer. And who knew that he could sing? And he does very well. Ji Chang-wook. So we started out. First he was in SciFi. Then he was in 2 actions. Yes. Then he was in a drama. And now he's in a musical. So he's kind of well-rounded, right? Well-rounded. Okay. Let me see here. Let's see what we got done tonight. Oh, look at all those red X's. Woo! Okay, so we have medical, school, and legal. Those are the 3 things that we have to do, to look at. And I'm thinking, instead of doing one of these crazy nights again, because I didn't tell you all the stuff I know. I researched all the actors and actresses and what they all have been in and when this came out and all that stuff. And I thought, I don't have time to tell you all that. If you're interested, write them down. I should have told you, write them down, and then you can look them up and do a little wiki search and see. Anyway, let's see. So I'm thinking what we're going to do. Remember at the beginning, if you weren't here at the beginning, I'm going to be traveling the next 3 weeks, and I have trouble here. Last week I was lagging and cutting off and everything, and I know where I'm going for the next 3 weeks. It would not work, and I don't want you to be frustrated by a technical difficulty. So I'm coming back hard. On November 11th, we're going to do live streaming, and we're going to do our first RomCom discussion. Okay. And the rom-com that we're going to do is Business Proposal. I call it a rom-com light because it's funny. And, most of them are funny at the beginning. And this one's still funny at the beginning, but it has one of the funniest beginnings that I have ever seen in a rom-com. I just rewatched it, took all my notes, getting it all ready for you. And I laughed like I had never seen it before. It's hilarious. And then it has a light triangle, is light table. It's not, it's a easy one to start with, to dip your toe in, because it's not as heavy handed. as some. And I tell you, the second lead couple, almost steal the show. They kind of do. But but so there's two couples that you root for, and so we're gonna talk about all of it. I'll have some pictures, maybe some clips to look at, and so we can laugh together because it's hilarious. That'll be November 11th. For November 18th, we're going to be doing a sci-fi supernatural, and I will post that on Facebook. And here, let me go. There we go. I meant to turn that business proposal. Okay, and so on the 18th, we'll do one of the sci-fi fantasy supernaturals, and I'll let you know. I'll post that so you can watch. So the thing is, I want you to all be able to watch, so that we can really talk about it, and there won't be any spoilers. I mean, it will all be spilled. So if you've never seen Business Proposal, you have 3 weeks to watch it. It's 12 episodes because it's an easy one. Okay, 12 episodes. And then we can talk about it on November 11th. So I like to give you 2 or 3 weeks because I know we're all busy and we might be watching other things, but we're going to come back to do Business Proposal, and then I'll let you know, like next week I'll start posting what we're going to do, the sci-fi one, so that you can start watching it. And then I think we're not going to meet the week of Thanksgiving here in the U.S. It is crazy, and ask people to do this 2 days before Thanksgiving. I don't think that's a good choice. So we'll probably miss that week, but that's now we're looking into December. So I don't want to get too far ahead. Just be looking at what's coming up. I'm real excited about Business Proposal, though. Like I said, I just rewatched it, took all my notes, I'm putting it all together. It should be fun, and I hope you can join me. You've got 3 weeks to watch it, so I'll remind you in the coming up weeks, and I'll let you know what we're going to do on the 18th also. Okay? So I think, believe it or not, I was able to just to spit all that stuff out. I hope it wasn't too crazy. I hope it wasn't too much. So I hope you had fun, because I did. And until November 11th, have fun binging. Bye.